This is the most delicious Nigerian stew ever. Hello everyone, welcome back, and I hope everybody is doing well. Today we're making Nigerian stew recipe or beef stew recipe which you will love. All you have to do is to trust the process. The main ingredient for this recipe is beef, and I'll start by ensuring that the beef is well seasoned to achieve delicious taste. To do this, I'd add chopped ginger, one stock cube. Because I'm using the large flat one, I'll be using just one, but if it's the cube small ones, I'll be using two. After I crumble the stock cubes into the pot, I'll proceed to add chopped onions. To achieve this quantity of onions, I chopped two medium-sized onions. After this, I'd add 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 3 bay leaves. Bay leaves are essential because they add a lovely, unique flavor to the beef. Next is 1 tablespoon of curry powder, half tablespoon of salt, and now it's time to add water. I'd add about 3 cups of water to this beef for proper cooking because I like my beef to be soft and delicious. After adding enough water, I'll mix everything very well. Then I'll cover the pot and allow it to cook for 20 minutes on high heat. Personally, I love my beef to be well cooked, so that is why I'll be cooking it for 20 minutes. While I do this, if you are new to my channel, hello, this is the online cook. Here I share easy and amazing recipes. So if that is what you are looking for, don't forget to subscribe to be part of this amazing family. Okay, also I'll be adding 2 garlic to soften the beef quickly and properly. I'll cook for 20 minutes like I said earlier. Now it's time for the other ingredients. I'll be using 3 long peppers, about 20 small tomatoes, 3 onions, 4 scotch bonnet peppers, and 2 bell peppers. I'll proceed to blend everything to a smooth paste, and because of the blender I am using, I'll start by blending the tomatoes first. Tomatoes have high water content, and here is a cooking hack that I would love to share with you. I don't like to add water to my stew base whenever I'm blending, so I like to blend the tomatoes first to create enough liquid for me to be able to properly blend the other ingredients like the bell pepper, scotch bonnet pepper, onions, and red long peppers without adding any water at all. I'll blend all of these off camera and I'll proceed to check the cooked beef. This is my beef and it is ready to be processed or fried. Yes, I'll be frying my beef because frying beef gives beef stew a lovely, delicious taste that you cannot get when you cook it with boiled beef. And to fry, I'll simply pour some oil in my pot. I'll arrange my beef in the pot and then I'll fry the first side for 3 minutes on high heat. After this, I'll turn to the other side to also get the other side properly fried and nice. Like I was saying, beef can be cooked with stew, fried or not fried, but personally, especially for this recipe, I like to fry my beef because it gives it a delicious taste, and I believe you should try it as well. After frying both sides for 6 minutes in total, I'll remove the beef from the hot oil and I'll proceed to the next step. If you're here and you would like to try this recipe, I would strongly advise that you do. Why? Because I love to share these recipes because I want you to try them. That's why. And trust me, as soon as you start cooking your beef stew like this, there is no going back. Nigerian beef stew is delicious, it is lovely, and it is super, super tasty. So don't forget, let's continue with this video, and ensure that you watch this video to the end because I have so many explanations to give you. This is a step-by-step process. After removing all the fried beef, I'll pour my blended tomato and pepper mix into the same cooking oil I used to fry the beef. There's a reason for this. It's because the cooking oil is infused with the beef flavor. So using it to cook stew further intensifies that flavor in the stew. This is one cooking hack that you should not miss. This is a cooking tip that I always use every single time I cook this recipe. After pouring in the pepper, I proceed to add 2 stock cubes. So as I explained earlier, I'm using 2 because these are the big ones. If I was using the small cubed ones, I would probably use 3 or 4. Next, I'd add 1 teaspoon of salt. I'd give everything a good stir to ensure that it all combines properly. That part is very necessary and important. Okay, after stirring properly, now I'll add my tomato paste. The reason why I'm using tomato paste for this is because I used a lot of tomatoes, and the tomato paste would help me thicken the stew fast. What I'm trying to say is the tomato paste helps to bring the stew together, makes it come together nicely. I'll mix in the tomato paste and I'll go in with other ingredients like my meat stock. So you remember the liquid that was in the pot after I removed the meat from that liquid. That liquid is called meat stock, and I just poured it into the pot. Then I'll add my fried beef. Oh yes, this beef is so delicious. It's so nice. You really should try this. After this, I'll mix everything very well to ensure it combines. I'll cover the pot and cook for 20 minutes on high heat. This is the stew after 20 minutes. It's already properly thickened and you will see the oil already floating on top. This is the sign that the stew is almost done and ready. I am mixing well just to ensure that it's not getting burnt underneath. And now I'll turn the heat down to the lowest. I'll put the cover just slightly to the side and just let it simmer again for 10 minutes. And take a look at my delicious beef stew after allowing it to simmer for 10 minutes. Beef stew is ready to be enjoyed and eaten with whatever you want it to, whatever you want it to taste like. I mean, you can eat it with rice, yam, beans. You can eat it with any swallow of your choice, pounded yam, eba, eforiro. The list is endless. But one thing I have to say is I'm happy that you're here, and thank you for trusting the process and watching this video to the end. Till I post my next video, have a lovely time. Bye.